Just back at it again with the wrong hood. It's your boy Horizon. Just playing Hogwarts again. I still haven't found out how to redeem it, so I'm gonna hold on. Give me a second. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do something real quick.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your
I don't
magic
have aim
and
mode.
educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Lumos. Revelio.
Ravenclaw Tower.
I certainly would have appreciated
that
something
the
like the
golem?
field guide when I was a student.
That's a chest. That's a portal. That's a golem.
Why don't you cast Revelio on this bust and see what details the field guide can provide?
Challenges. Wow. Well, I guess the full UI has been unlocked. These are all the skills? What the? Abracadabra! Alakazam! Tricia. Temporary switch is fire. There's movement. Fire spell. Incendio. Jesus. Explosion. Conflict. Keyframe. All these look fire. That looks clean. Critical. What's it? Force. Filippo. Descendo. Saw it. Figures that. Dispel. Dang, bro. Control. Curfew. Levioso. Transformation. What the hell we? Reparo? Okay. Oh, oh, pick up it. Oh, that's just like moving alter spell? Cool.
Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Lumos.
Can we go faster, please?
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
Oh yeah, really have no time to waste. Why are you walking so slow, Dan? Dang. What is this?
Revelio.
113. Spider. Yep. Huh?
Lumos.
Hogwarts.
Revelio.
Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use blue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Okay. Grand staircase, dusty tower. This is Central Hall. Central Hall. In the hallway, decorating staircase. Oh, so it's fast travel. Okay.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's good to see you, Professor.
I mean, it's
And
not
you.
that bad.
I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally
I
skilled
think
team of witches and
it will be
wizards to guide
fire
you.
if there's an online mode we
Speaking
can do
of
quests
guides,
together, fight each
and
other,
so that I
because
may
PvP
avoid
would be crazy.
another not
Not
so
gonna lie,
subtle
give me
reproof
that.
from
What
Professor
was Hogwarts? What was
Weasley,
this made?
why don't I show
I
you
think it
the
was
clever
2024.
enchantment we
I think.
included in the field guide's map?
No, it was 2023.
Unfold it and have a look.
Alright, so I can see. It was, yeah, early 2023 February. I'm surprised you get this fast travel. Hold on, can we?
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Ah. No, I went up to our room. My defense class. At last. This game, so far, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Yeah, it's just kind of.
all you've got?
Disaster.
Levioso!
Professor Hackett!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Alright. Time to go. Come on. Leviosa. Yeah, some fighting them.
Levioso!
Now, let's try something a little larger.
I would love to do like a combination spell, like Levioso, Defendo, push. Like Levioso, push, down. Like combination spells like that. That'd be fire, you know.
Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent. As good. Now, done.
Levioso!
Very good, but the best way to practice is by duel. We'll start with you two. Duelists,
Let's go.
take your marks.
Time for
I'm about to cook this man.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
I'm about to cook this man. Watch this.
This should be easy. Levioso! This can't be. Let's just say I'm
If only all my students were this adept.
Levioso!
I do need the job.
I cooked him. Easy. I'm not gonna lie, that was slight.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Fire.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Ravenclaw.
Thank you, Professor Hackett. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Classes,
Nice work.
Huh. Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
Levioso! Lumos!
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Unsanctioned? I don't know. School rules are in place for a reason.
Yes, to keep students in the dark. So many things we're deemed unprepared to know. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance, if you're interested. Till next time.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Oops, that was a level up. So, time to go to charm class. What the? Yo. Okay, I knew Hogwarts was weird, but not that weird.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
It looks like more of a real, like a class.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Alright, boom, 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 boom. Avikara. Akuzo.
Akio.
Akio. My bad.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like stones, if you will. Splendid! Not to worry. Very good. Happens to the best of us. That's it. Stay focused. Very good. Points to Ravenclaw. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition.
I couldn't
Miss
stop
Onai,
it.
would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Misha. That is how it's done.
Whoa, what?
Not to worry.
How? Jesus.
There we go.
Okay, I figured out how to do it. I gotta... Oh yeah, I'm losing this. Hold on, I don't want to lose this, like, at all. Come on, give me that 50. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Excellent control there.
I'm gonna go again.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Misha. That is how it's done.
Very good.
Beat that.
There we go.
Alright, she did. I don't know what the... Alright, 3, 2... Now. Give me a 50, give me a 50. Yes, sir!
Nicely done. Let us see this.
Yes, sir. Alright, 50 to win the game. Alright, 3. Come on, give me that 50. No! Tie.
That's it. Very good, both of you. Well done.
Levioso. Accio Levioso.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
A tight game! It turns out we were evenly matched. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on Hogwarts, if you're so inclined.
Heart.
You'd be using it on
A word,
clothing,
if you
besides
would.
Vestian. You know
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? And what a close match between you and Miss Onai. Invigorating.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Hello. How was your first day coming along?
Hello, Samantha. Nice to see you again.
I wondered how your first day was going. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Just.
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling
I'm not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Ooh, fight, fight! It's a bold attack! Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flag?
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't get Peeves a smack. She says it's a boot, and he says it's a flag.
Peeves, enough. You'll get us all detention. And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't Boots and it wasn't Flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black!
Revelio.
Dang. Three plus 3052. 4 plus unicorn is 1. So then 5, 3, 4. Large tables. Alright. Okay,
Revelio.
All I can say. What was that?
How many quests are level 5? Let's visit the quest log to review Leviosa. Alakazam. Very low.
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Can I help you?
Look,
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed ones. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you could duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
I'm ready.
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
I'm gonna hit that boy with one. Amuga!
We'll
And then
make you
Alakazam.
regret signing up. The winner.
That looks painful. Care to try another round?
Yes. Don't count me out yet.
Brilliant!
Alright, huh. I could block. Alright, hold on. Let me.
Care to try another round?
Alright, let me lock in.
Yes.
I have to be able
Don't
to start
count me out
blocking
yet.
early.
Brilliant!
As soon as the ring comes up, I block, okay? Because I just haven't been doing that. Let me lock in for.
That looks painful. Care to try another round?
Yes. Don't count me out yet.
Brilliant!
Why is it so difficult? I was cooking earlier. I mean, I am on the hardest difficulty. Finally, dang.
Pity more people can't watch the duels.
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organise these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first Crossed Wands victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
20 HP. For now. Excuse me.
Just wait till I've grown a bit, then we'll see how well you do.
I feel sorry for your next opponent.
Well. Look what the cat dragged.
This next composition took some practice. Very good. Now, artists.
Wow. I don't feel like doing that riddle right now. His arms are sweaty. Mouth spaghetti. Vomits on his sweater already. Wesley, after class.
What about the room, Professor?
I was
Duppy.
thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Duppy.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your
Duppy.
travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
My boy Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Well, that's all the time I have for this video. Thank you for watching this far. If you have, can you please like and subscribe for me? I know that gets repetitive. I've started asking recently, you know. Recently, I think the channel's been doing okay, you know, just chilling. Well, if you haven't made it this far, I love you guys, and thank you. Bye. I'm gonna